was diagnosed with an early form of breast cancer when I was 50. Being diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, is just frightening in itself. I went ahead and talked to the surgeon, and they tried to remove the 2 areas in the breast that had the DCIS. And oh, by the way, DCIS stands for ductal carcinoma in situ, which means it has not left the breast area, which was good. But anyway, it was still an early form of breast cancer. And so what I did is I talked to a surgeon here in Austin, and she went in and tried to remove the 2 areas where I had DCIS, and she was not able to get good margins. And so she then said the M word. She told me I had to have a mastectomy. And I mean, I'm very active and had never done a major surgery like that before. And I totally zoned out. I was totally freaked out at that point, because I'm going, but this is an early form of breast cancer. It hasn't left the breast. Why am I losing my breast? So that was a major hit to me. In fact, at that point, I was so zoned out that I never went to any of my appointments by myself. I always had my husband, or it's good to have a family member with you for those things. But anyway, because I never heard anything else that these doctors were telling me. I was just so focused on, oh my God, what's, after I found out I had to have a mastectomy, I talked to several doctors here in Austin. My husband and I went and interviewed several doctors, and we decided we had gone online and decided that we wanted to have a DIEP flap done. And a DIEP flap is basically where they remove your stomach fat and move it into the breast area and reconstruct your breast. And when we talked to the doctors in Austin, we had some very interesting, I guess, frightening experiences, and we said, no way. And so we went back online to try to find a doctor that could do what we wanted to have done. And so we found Dr. Spiegel online, and actually my husband found Dr. Spiegel online. What really impressed us about Dr. Spiegel is that she did the DIEP flap reconstruction, and that she did a skin-sparing mastectomy, which meant that you would not have all the scars. You had a more natural look. And so anyway, so we made an appointment with Dr. Spiegel, and she was, of course, is very busy because she's so good at what she does. And I was really impressed with Dr. Spiegel when I first met her. So I decided to go with Dr. Spiegel. And I probably had to wait 6 or 8 weeks for my surgery, so I was on the phone with Sonia constantly, and every time I'd call the office, Sonia would get on there. Sonia was like almost like a psychiatrist to me at that point. Poor Sonia. I just know every time she heard my name mentioned, oh no, not Delise again. I've talked to her yesterday and the day before. But anyway, so Sonia made me feel real comfortable about the surgery. And I had never had a surgery last that long. Just the thought of being under anesthesia for 8 hours, 6, 8, 12 hours just totally freaked me out, because I had never really had surgeries before. And so Sonia made me feel real comfortable. And so basically when it came down to surgery day, I remember it was September 27th that I had my surgery. And that was 2007. And went into the Methodist Hospital. And Dr. Spiegel has her own staff and her own floor, and she's meticulous about what she does. Anyway, so we went in there. The experience was not bad at all. She went in there and she basically took my fat from my stomach and moved it up to my breast, and I woke up and I actually had a breast. So it was a great feeling not waking up with nothing there. I look great now. I'm 54 years old. I'm skydiving, which I love jumping out of airplanes, but I don't think I'd be here and not have found the love of life without Dr. Spiegel putting me back together again. And so I almost feel like she's given me a second chance on life. Another thing, I had feeling in my left breast, and it's Dr. Spiegel used microsurgery and reconnected the nerves, and so I actually have feeling. It's not the same feeling as my other one, but I mean, I'm very happy with the feeling, because that's something that I was not expecting from any of the other doctors I talked to. That was another reason I was really impressed with Dr. Spiegel, because I mean, she just makes you whole again.